of her marriage to Nick Jonas, because all kinds of people are saying they saw them arguing on the red carpet, or just that their marriage is on the rocks, which who knows, right? But one argument does not necessarily mean that a marriage is on the rocks. You know, it's pretty normal when you're living with somebody to have like an off day, especially with the heightened intensity of a red carpet event. Like, I'm sure they tried their best to hide it, but whatever. Anyway, she said they're going on 8 years, as in like 8 years strong, which also means nothing because people get divorced after 25 years. So who knows? Chappell Roan is leaving Casey Wasserman's agency over the mogul's Ghislaine Maxwell ties. He's in the files. He's also on the Olympics committee, but they are like standing by him or keeping him around for now. I don't know why. They're backing him during this fallout. Gene Simmons blasts the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for honoring hip-hop. Now, if it was just that, if it stopped there, like, hey guys, this is the Rock Hall of Fame, not the Hip-Hop Hall of Fame, I'd be like, fair. I get it. No, he says, I'm not from the ghetto. First of all, you're not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You aren't. Second, shut up. And he says, hip-hop doesn't speak my language. I've really only heard it, personally, I've only heard hip-hop in English, so I'm not sure what language he's referring to here. Kid Rock. Kid Rock denies lip syncing during the Turning Point halftime show. It was very obvious he was lip syncing. You should just be like, yeah, and what? But he just denies it. And it's not, I didn't write this down because it wasn't on there yet. But did you guys see that collab? What? Where they're working out in jeans. And they're swimming in jeans, and they're in the hot tub, I think, in jeans, and drinking whole milk together. Okay. Britney Spears sells the rights to her music, which is bizarre. It should probably be investigated. I don't understand. Catherine O'Hara's death certificate revealed her rectal cancer diagnosis. You guys, this is everywhere right now. Colon cancer, rectal cancer. It's young and elders alike. But her cause of death was listed as a pulmonary embolism, which I think, I'm just Jane Schmo, but I think that can happen along the road, like the treatments and stuff. I think that heightens your risk of pulmonary embolism. I'm not totally sure. The White Lotus season 4 casts Sandra Bernhard, which I think is pretty cool. I haven't seen her in a million years, so I'm looking forward to season 4 altogether, and then I'd like to see her back on the screen. This one stung. Robert Duvall dies at 95 years old. Godfather and my personal favorite, Lonesome Dove, which is crazy because I just watched Lonesome Dove. not let Tyra Banks off easy, but I watched it, and even though it doesn't let Tyra Banks off easy, Tyra Banks lets herself off easy. I'll say that. She's cuckoo. James Vanderbeek passed from colorectal cancer at 48 years old, and he was a father of 6. And that just broke my heart when I watched his final Instagram post. And now this is horrifying. Ray J performs with bleeding eyes and a chest patch just weeks after he revealed he's dying from heart issues. I don't know why he is performing, because if you have heart issues, I don't think that you should maybe reach that level of intensity. Performing is a workout, right? And if it's making your eyes bleed, I don't even know why are your eyes bleeding? Okay. Quentin Aaron, the Blindside actor, is focused on recovery. Meanwhile, the look into his suspicious fall that left him on life support. So the cops are investigating his suspicious fall. I guess it all started with a fall. And his wife isn't allowed at the hospital. So that's suspicious. Frederick Wiseman, a prolific documentarian, dies at age 96. Was labeled the master of immersive documentaries. We've all seen something. We've all seen a documentary with him involved. Republican congressman calls for an investigation of the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know why, but the FCC did find 0 violations. Okay, J-Lo. Rumor has it that J-Lo was mad, livid, that she was not invited, even though, she was mad that she didn't get involved to be part of that halftime show, okay? But she still managed to make it about her, because she posted a bunch of pictures on Super Bowl Sunday of her and Bad Bunny. Oh, you're gonna do great. Some people just cannot help themselves. And she's one of them for sure. Okay. Wunmi Masaku, the center star, feels like she could not celebrate the Oscar nomination because we are living in this dystopian climate, and I get it. It's hard to put on a face or even genuinely get excited about stuff right now. But no love lost if you do. You gotta seize those little moments. The Simpsons celebrate its 800th episode. 800th episode. Crazy. Another death. Civil rights activist Jesse Jackson passed away at age 84. I just feel like 80s is too young. I feel like we should all be living into our 90s, unless we're in pain, and then okay. Oh, the GoFundMe for James Vanderbeek, it's $2 million to help with financial strains. Now, I do feel torn about that, because I feel like there's so many people with less resources than James that are probably on GoFundMe right now that need help with their cancer stuffs. I don't know. I'm torn on that. There's a Spider-Man Noir premiered its trailer. It's coming to Prime Video, and it stars Nicolas Cage. I watched the preview. I don't think I'll be watching the movie, but Spider-Man fans probably will enjoy it. You know that as like a $12 million cover-up. And now we know it's not on here, but now we know he's been like actually arrested. So then what happens now that they know that King Charles was part of the cover-up? Now what happens over, because like they're doing stuff over there, we're over here like, oh, on to the next day. World's just gonna keep turning. They're doing stuff in other countries to these monsters. Too late, yes, but they're doing it. Oh no, it wasn't here. Police arrested Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. I guess that's because he's not, he lost his title, so he's just Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Due to the Epstein files, a suspicion of misconduct in public office. I mean, misconduct, that would be part of the cover-up too. King Charles would be involved in misconduct. Oh god, Shia LaBeouf again. Shia LaBeouf arrested in New Orleans for alleged simple battery. This dude just cannot get it together. He broke his silence saying, "Free me." And then he was seen dancing in the streets on Bourbon Street. Okay, but go to a meeting. Call your sponsor. Jason Bateman says he got sober because his wife found his partying annoying. I guess they had made negotiations. I'm sure she was probably like, is negotiations the right word, or was it an ultimatum? And then I saw, I don't know what all he was partying with, but it did say. Anyway, that's why I don't know how long he's been sober, but he's opening up about why he got sober in the first place. Pulp Fiction actor Peter Green's cause of death. So I must have missed that, but he did pass away, and the cause of death is revealed as an accidental shooting. And then we have Bruce Springsteen announcing a 20-day tour. I've always, since I was a little kid, wanted to see Bruce live. Anyways, a 20-day United States tour. Immediately the White House comes on to say they think it will flop. I think that's not a White House issue.